that new episode of Better Call Saul. I don't know what to say. It's been kind of not the best lately. I think they could do a lot better. The beginning of this season and the whole last season were intense as hell. So seeing we're near the end of the show, it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel intense. Something about it doesn't feel like a true ending. And there's either one or two episodes left. I think there's one. I could be wrong. Let me know. But yet again, this episode, just like last week and the week before, did not exceed my expectations. If you liked it, let me know. But I really didn't like this episode. I found it to be another drag. I just felt like they're milking the whole Gene and Jimmy scenario. We get it by now. We've had 2 whole episodes with it. And to make another episode revolving around that, it's just mind-boggling. I'm curious why they aren't tying this storyline up faster, because it really feels like it drags on. And I know this is kind of the last pieces of the puzzle for this character, but it's really, really not as intense as they wanted it to be, and it's kind of boring sometimes. And I don't want to say that because last season was phenomenal, and it just raised my expectations for the end of this season. And it's not really going the way I wanted it to. And we've had 2 Breaking Bad cameos from Walter and Jesse. Jesse was in this one. Walter's not in it. Spoiler alert. But the scenes with them just feel so out of place and just not necessary to the overall story. Especially when Vince Gilligan said on Twitter that it wasn't just going to be a cameo for the sake of a cameo. He wanted them to actually be a part of the story somehow. And in the first cameo, they kind of are. It just, like, I couldn't buy into their performances. They don't feel like they're in that zone anymore. And the scenes they're in and the dialogue was not interesting enough. And we have a situation with Jesse and Kim, because Kim shows up to Saul's office, tries to give him divorce papers, and he says whatever, lets her have it her way. And she walks out, and Jesse's in there because one of his friends are in there, and he's asking her if Saul Goodman is a good lawyer and blah blah blah. And she's like, when I knew him, he was. And then she walks away. That's literally basically it. I don't know. They just feel really shoved in there and unnecessary. Since there's only 1 episode left, I really, really hope they can capitalize on it. There's 1 or 2 episodes left. 2 episodes would make a huge difference, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. The end of this episode, the old lady finds out Jimmy, Saul, or whatever, and calls the cops on him. And that's how the episode ends. But it really just didn't feel the intensity and build up. It's just the way they did that certain scene. Everything else is in black and white, which I don't mind black and white, but I don't know. It's not interesting and intense enough, I think, just for a season finale on its own. So let me know in the comments what you thought of this episode, because I didn't like it. Thanks for watching.